Second fleet. Third fleet. I did that in the last video, but you didn't see that because I edited that out, and then I was like, I'm gonna record that again. So anyway, pardon the hair. I haven't even really felt like doing it. And this is my awesome shirt. I'm just letting everyone see the shirt. It's awesome. I like it. It's like, woo, I got it at PacSun. But anyway, I really like this shirt because it feels really comfy. Anyway, so let's get into it today, okay? Okay, so I'm Colonel Michael McCausland. I'm your medical officer for The Biggest Loser, STARFLEET edition. Awesome. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about right now is your body mass index. Your body mass index is very important to understand when you're going into the whole I'm going to lose weight thing, because you have to factor in that different things factor for your weight. So basically, a body mass, I'm going to be looking down, I have notes. Body mass index is, or your BMI, is, and you can't see this, but it is your weight times 703 divided height squared. And so basically what you do is you take your weight, you times 703. So I'm 175-ish, we're going to say that, okay? Times 703, which is another number. And then you take your height, I'm 67.5 inches. So that is, I calculated that to be what? 4,556.25. And then you basically just divide that out, and I'm now at 27.00. Always round to the second decimal point, so if there's like 3 little things after the decimal point, if one's 5 or above, then you round it up, okay? So so what you do is you find your weight. So I'm 5'7.5", so that makes me 67.5 inches. I've included a chart so you can find out where you are. It goes from 4 foot 5 inches all the way to 6 foot 4 inches. Which will show you where you stand. Also, so now since you have your BMI, what are you going to do with it? I have a number, it's 27.00. What does that mean? It means that I'm going to go down to this chart. Now, I've got a generic chart for you in the email. It's not necessarily saying that this is the exact degree of where you stand, but it is a generalization of where you stand. Remember, underweight and overweights break off into different degrees. Obesity has, I think, like 3 or 5 or I don't know, different degrees. So I am at 27, so I'm going to go over here to this little chart, and 27 is between 25.0 and 29.9, and so that makes me, I am overweight. That is right there, overweight, and that is true. I wear baggy clothes to hide that fact. Hence the shirt. But anyway, so now since you know what it means, what exactly is body mass index? For those people who don't know, it's like taking a big ball of Play-Doh and say it weighs 1 pound. It takes up, let's say, this amount of room. Now what you do is, if you take that Play-Doh, you lay it down on the table, and you start rolling it out, and it gets longer and longer and longer. It doesn't change weight. No matter what happens, it will always be 1 pound of Play-Doh. If you don't take any or add any, you just roll it out. But then you stand it up. Now it takes only, say, that you rolled it out to be like this much amount of weight. Amount of mass. So the height has increased, but the weight hasn't. So your body mass index. Anyway, that's how I try to explain it a little bit. Now remember, everything goes into consideration. Your weight, it's your height goes in consideration to your weight. Remember, the taller people have more bone density sometimes, so they do kind of weigh a little bit more. Also, the muscular people weigh a little bit more because, some people say that it's fake, but I don't think so. Muscle does weigh more than adipose. Adipose is that fancy word for the things that jiggle when you jump up and down. I am very guilty of the adipose jiggle, and that's what I've actually deemed it. It's a dance called the adipose jiggle. We're not going to get into that. It's actually really funny, but we're not going to get into that, okay? Alright, so next is going to be about a book. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go into a really awesome thing. Now you have your body mass index, or your BMI, and you're going to try to figure out, well, I'm working out like a dog, so what exactly do I need to do to help get this weight off? Maybe it's not how much you're working out. Maybe it's the foods that you eat. Now, unless you're, some guru or a king or queen of calories, you're not going to figure out what calories are in what foods unless you have some help. And so we found a calorie king, and he actually wrote a book called Calories, Fats, and Carbohydrates Counter. And it goes over all these different foods and all these different restaurants, and it tells you, okay, a Big Mac has this many, a margarita from this place has this many calories, and it helps you learn what exactly is in what food as far as calories, carbohydrates, and all that stuff. That is a very good book. It costs like $10, maybe $15 at your local bookstore. I'm going to include 2 links in the email to show you where to go if you want to buy it offline. I've included an Amazon and which I think you can get like for $7, but I think shipping and handling is more than that. And then there's like a Barnes and Nobles. I'm not even going to quote them because I don't like Barnes and Nobles. That's a personal thing. But anyway, back to the story. Is it electronic? I know someone's going to go, is it an electronic book? I don't know. I don't have an electronic book reader. I'm not that awesome. But anyway, so Calorie King has come up with a book. I've included 2 links down below. I'm going to really wrap this up real fast. If you've heard noises, my air conditioner is right there. Yeah, I really thought where placed my computer, huh? And my dogs walk behind me, so you hear little that's them. They're awesome. They dance with me. We do the adipose jiggle sometimes together. Just jump up and down and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you found this video to be less than boring but more than exciting. So here we go. Look forward to the next video. I look forward to making these for you. I look forward to not only helping you trim off the weight, but I also look forward to trimming off some of mine by using some of the tips that you guys send in. Remember, don't use anything that the FDA says don't use. Vitamins and supplements are not deemed anything by the FDA, so anybody can put anything inside those supplements. And trust me, guys, I've had people do this. Don't buy your supplements. If you're going to use them, don't buy them, which I don't recommend using them at all. But do not buy them from the gas station. I'm sorry, but stackers and all that stuff, they're not going to help you except for make you have a heart attack. And remember, Fen is bad. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you are. I don't care how old you are. Fen is bad. That's just a little personal thing, and I'm pretty sure, since I'm putting this out there, I'm going to hear something from someone about Fen. So here's hoping to the best. So anyway, good luck. Today's the 2nd day. Remember, it didn't happen overnight. We took a long time to get this big. We're gonna have to take a long time to get off, okay?